Well, hey YouTube, it's Elvis Ammo here. Hey, today I wanted to talk about what are we doing while we're waiting on all of our components to come together. A lot of us are waiting on ammo to come together. We're waiting on primers, we're waiting on powder, we're waiting on reloading equipment, and all of these things that seem to be scarce these days for some reason or another. But in the meantime, what is it that we can do? Now this goes for everyone. I don't care if you're someone, a new shooter, or someone, if you're watching this channel, you're interested in reloading, that kind of thing. Well, this segment is for you. It's for everyone in the reloading community and in the shooting community, or anyone who even thinks they want to start to reload at some point, or to cast bullets and maybe make their own ammo and save money in the process. While we're waiting on all of this stuff to come together, let's not focus so much on going on the internet every day and looking to see if we have components available. That's the reason they're unavailable, and that's the reason that the prices are so high. I don't know whether they're out of this stuff or stocking it up. Your guess is as good as mine. We all have our ideas on all of those things, and it doesn't matter because we're not going to get it any sooner, whether we're right or wrong. So in the meantime, let's make sure that if you want to be a caster, or if you're casting already, then let's collect some lead. Go to your tire shops, ask them for their wheel weights, melt them down. I have other videos on that. And make these ingots right here. And so we can be collecting this lead, getting it together. There's a lot of things to do. A lot of people get into reloading and casting and that kind of thing, and they find themselves doing a lot of collecting before they can ever get started. Well, you can start that process now on collecting lead, for instance, or if you're going to a shooting range, or you have shooting buddies that are shooting, ask them for their brass. For you casters out there, go ahead and start casting some bullets. Get them stocked up for when the primers come in, that kind of thing. And if you're going to the range, ask them for their brass, or collect the brass if you can. Ask your shooting buddies for the brass, and start getting it clean, and prepping your brass so that it'll be ready for when all your components come together. If you're shooting rifle brass, there's a lot more. There's a bigger process to go through, for prepping that brass. We can do some of that. There's some cool things that I'm going to mention that I've done and that I'm going to dig deeper into coming up here in just a second. I'll show you. For one thing, some of the things that I've done is I just happen to have a couple of pieces of brass left right here. I've been playing around with this idea of making my own primers because, just like you, I refuse to stop shooting regardless of whether they sell me primers or not, regardless of whether I can find powder or not. I have a video on the Reloaders Network. You can go over there and watch it on how to make black powder yourself. So I can already make my powder. I can already make my primers by reloading old primers, and I know that a lot of you guys have asked me about this because there is information on this out there, and I'm gonna eventually, hopefully, come up with a grand solution for coming up with maybe some non-corrosive primers possibly. But in the meantime, I've done the reloading with caps and matches and that kind of thing, and I had a couple of pieces here. My success rate is not that great, to be honest with you, just being honest about it. I'm probably my success rate has been, I'm probably averaging, 30% success rate. So we'll just see. This is a reloaded primer. I mean, you can see the dimples on the primer where I've just knocked the dimple out and loaded them. And we'll just see if this goes off. Yep, it did. It was weak though. You might have been able to tell. So we'll see if this one's any louder. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can see the fire come out of that one. Now that one, that was pretty good. You can see the smoke coming out of it maybe. Yep. Yeah. So that's what I say. My success rate is maybe 30%. Right off the bat, I had a 50-50 shot of going bad. So I mean, that's probably on 100%. But one of the primers was a little weak. Would it have gone off? I don't know. But regardless, what this means to me is, yes, I can do it. In a pinch, I can reload my own primers. I'd like to do a better job than that, though. So that's what I'm saying. So I'll eventually get there. But in the meantime, while all this stuff is going on, I'm sizing, I'm casting bullets and powder coating bullets and sizing them, running them up through the sizer right here. Now these bullets that I'm sizing right here, I did not cast. One of you guys, I traded some powder coat of my spectacular gray, and in return for a bunch of beautiful hollow point 9mm, or you can load them in 38s. And that's that powder coating that you see right there is a variation of spectacular gray and the forward light blue that I like. And man, that stuff just boom coats right on there, like just boom, just that fast. So it was real nice. I just added a little more or a little less blue to the spectacular gray, somewhere around 50%, that area, and kind of up and down from there to get those color variations. But they did coat very nice, and you can see all the Akota give me these for some powder coat, and man, I think I got the better end of the deal. And he did such a great job loading casting these bullets, and I know how much work that was. Dakota, if you need some more powder coat, you let me know, buddy. But what, that was pretty awesome. That's a lot of bullets. I really appreciate that. I really needed some hollow points. That was just a perfect trade. But anyway, and then I'm sizing them on this great press right here that is not broken half, because Rick sent me this press, and God bless you, brother. I'm telling you, these, if you can even find, well, you can't even find the same one that I have. They're a little bit different now, and I don't like them. I like my old one, and this one was pretty much almost exactly the same. He gave me this press, so I do get some perks doing this over here, doing this YouTube channel. Thank you guys very much for your support. I really appreciate that. But these are the kind of things that we can be doing. We can try your hand at loading some primers. I'll be giving you a little bit more information on that. Maybe I'll come up with a more viable way. I have a contact that I kind of lost connection with that I need to get back with. But there's people that are involved in this, and trying to do us all right in this community by keeping us all going. That's the kind of thing that we do. So anyway, here's some loaded 9mm. Now the thing is, I haven't shot these yet. I just loaded them, and so I'm just loading a bunch of them. I'm gonna test them out, and maybe I'll shoot I'll shoot one of these through the ballistic gelatin and show you what that looks like, that kind of thing. But But yeah, this is the kind of thing that we need to do. You know, cast some bullets, powder coat, collect your lead, collect your brass, clean your brass, prep your brass. Ask around, make some trades with people, some stuff that you have. Maybe if you have some extra reloading equipment, trade it for some lead or for some primers and all of those kind of things. Anyway, I didn't want to make a real long video out of this, but you know, there's no reason why we can't stay busy while we're waiting on these components to come in. And little by little, you'll find ammo in the stores. If you already have ammo, guys, don't overpay for this stuff. You're just driving the price through the roof for everyone. And that goes for me. I mean, you know, it's tough when you see a bunch of ammo sitting somewhere not to want to buy it. But that's really what we're doing. We're just driving the price up. So anyway, guys, I hope this video was helpful. Some things that I'm doing, some things that I'm interested in. Thank you, Rick, so much for this press, and Akota for these bullets. God bless you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.